Today, we're exploring something truly transformational, Andrew Carnegie's secret to wealth. Carnegie, as you may know, was once the richest man in the world, and his philosophy on wealth and success is as relevant today as it was in his time. Now here's the kicker. What if I told you that there's one simple thing you can do every day that can make it impossible for you to stay poor? Sound too good to be true? Stick around, because we're about to break it all down, step by step. Before we dive in, if you find value in this video, hit the subscribe button below. It helps us reach more people like you, and it really means a lot to us. Plus, you'll get more insightful content like this, so it's a win-win. Now let's get started. Andrew Carnegie wasn't just a steel tycoon, he was a master of self-improvement. The key to his wealth wasn't some magical business strategy, it was in his daily habits. Carnegie believed that wealth, success, and greatness are the product of what you do every single day, not just big, flashy decisions. This idea echoes one of the most powerful principles in life. Consistency over time leads to extraordinary results. Carnegie's wealth-building philosophy revolves around the fact that success isn't an overnight phenomenon. It's about compound growth, both financially and mentally. Carnegie once said, "Do your duty and a little more, and the future will take care of itself." This means that if you commit to improving yourself every day, even by just a little bit, your future success is inevitable. Success, Carnegie believed, is built incrementally, step by step. It's not about making one grand decision that changes everything. It's about the cumulative effect of small, positive decisions made over time. His entire fortune, which made him the richest man in the world, was built on the foundation of this philosophy. Let's take a closer look at why learning is the key to staying out of poverty. Carnegie famously built over 2,500 libraries because he believed that knowledge should be accessible to all. In his mind, the only real barrier to success was ignorance. He once said, "A library outranks any other one thing a community can do to benefit its people. It is a never-failing spring in the desert." Carnegie's dedication to learning and education wasn't just philanthropy. It was his core belief that anyone, no matter their background, could rise to greatness if they committed to daily self-improvement. His personal story exemplifies this. Carnegie, born into poverty in Scotland, emigrated to America with nothing but a hunger to learn. As a young boy, he educated himself, reading every book he could get his hands on and seeking out mentors who could teach him the ways of business and success. Carnegie's philosophy was simple. The more you learn, the more you earn. This principle has been proven time and time again, not just in his own life, but in countless others who have followed in his footsteps. Education, whether formal or self-taught, is the ultimate equalizer. It gives you the tools to think critically, solve problems, and seize opportunities that others might miss. So, how does this apply to you today? Carnegie believed that daily learning, even in small doses, compounded over time leads to incredible growth. In today's world, we have access to more information than ever before. Whether it's through books, podcasts, online courses, or even YouTube videos like this one, the tools for self-education are at your fingertips. You don't need a formal degree or expensive tuition fees to improve yourself. Imagine spending just 30 minutes a day learning something new. Over the course of a year, that's more than 180 hours of personal growth. Over the course of a decade, that's a transformative amount of knowledge that can reshape your career, your finances, and your life. This is why Carnegie was such a firm believer in the power of daily learning. It is quite literally the most reliable path to wealth and success. Now, let's take this idea of daily learning and apply it to another powerful concept: compounding. Carnegie didn't just believe in the power of learning, he believed in the power of consistent effort. He understood that wealth isn't built overnight, but through small, consistent actions that compound over time. Just like interest in a bank account, small improvements every day lead to massive results over the long term. Think about it like this. Imagine you improve yourself by just 1% every day. At the end of the year, you wouldn't just be 365% better. You'd be exponentially better because of the compounding effect of those small improvements. This is true for your financial growth, your personal development, and even your relationships. Carnegie's rise to wealth was built on this very principle. As a young man, he didn't start by building a massive steel empire. He started with small jobs, learning everything he could about business, investing, and industry. Over time, as his knowledge and skills grew, so did his wealth. The key was consistency, showing up every day, learning, and improving. So ask yourself, what small action can you take today that, if repeated daily, would transform your life a year from now? Maybe it's committing to learning a new skill, improving your financial literacy, or dedicating time to building a side hustle. Whatever it is, remember this. The small steps you take today will lead to the big results you want tomorrow. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns effort into success. Another key element to Carnegie's success was his mastery over time and focus. Time is the most valuable resource we have, and how we use it directly impacts our success. Carnegie understood this deeply. In fact, one of his closest advisors, Napoleon Hill, author of, stressed that controlling your time and focusing on your priorities are essential to building wealth. Hill learned from Carnegie that those who succeed the most aren't necessarily the ones working the longest hours. They are the ones who are laser-focused on high-value activities. The key is to prioritize learning, growth, and actions that push you forward. Carnegie didn't waste his time on trivial tasks. He focused on activities that had the highest returns on his time and energy, whether that was building his business empire or giving back to society. Managing time effectively requires discipline. It's not about filling your day with endless tasks. It's about focusing on the few things that truly matter. Carnegie once said, "Concentrate your energies, your thoughts, and your capital. The wise man puts all his eggs in one basket and watches the basket." In other words, focus deeply on the important things and guard that focus from distractions. So here's a powerful question. Are you using your time to create opportunities for yourself? Are you focusing on things that move the needle, or are you getting caught up in distractions? By learning to master your time and focus, like Carnegie did, you'll find that wealth becomes not just a possibility, but a certainty. Start by identifying the key activities that will drive your success and commit to spending focused, undistracted time on them every day. Whether it's learning, building relationships, or working on your business, prioritizing your time on high-impact activities is essential for long-term growth. While daily learning and managing time are critical, there's another part of the equation Carnegie emphasized: the power of relationships. Carnegie was a master networker. He built meaningful relationships with other business leaders, politicians, and innovators. He knew that success isn't a solo journey. It's about building a network of people who share your vision and values. He famously said, "No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit for doing it." Your network is your net worth. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and open doors for you. Whether you're attending seminars, joining mastermind groups, or just cultivating strong personal relationships, the people you spend time with will either elevate or hinder your growth. Carnegie didn't just build a steel empire by himself. He collaborated, sought advice, and built a network of like-minded individuals who shared his drive for success. So, start building relationships with people who uplift you. This doesn't mean only looking for people who can help you financially. Look for mentors, friends, and peers who are driven, passionate, and focused on growth. The right connections can change your life in ways you can't even foresee right now. Start by reaching out to people you admire, offering value to them, and building genuine, meaningful relationships. In time, these connections will open doors and provide opportunities that accelerate your path to wealth. One of the most remarkable aspects of Carnegie's life was his belief in giving back. Carnegie didn't just accumulate wealth for his own benefit. He believed that true wealth comes from making the world a better place. He famously donated over 90% of his fortune to philanthropic causes. His philosophy was simple. If you are fortunate enough to achieve great wealth, you have a responsibility to use it to improve society. Carnegie's wealth mindset wasn't just about acquiring money. It was about using wealth as a tool for good. And here's an important lesson. The act of giving back creates a cycle of abundance. The more you give, the more you receive, whether it's in the form of opportunities, relationships, or personal fulfillment. Carnegie believed that those who have the ability to earn and grow wealth have a moral obligation to use that wealth to lift others up. So think about how you can start giving back, even if it's in small ways. Whether it's your time, knowledge, or resources, giving back shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And when you operate from a place of abundance, wealth naturally flows to you. As Carnegie said, the man who dies rich dies disgraced. True wealth comes not from what you keep, but from what you give. So, there you have it. Andrew Carnegie's blueprint for wealth daily learning. Mastering your time, building powerful relationships, and giving back to the world. These aren't just tips. They are life principles that, when followed consistently, make it impossible to stay poor. Remember, wealth isn't just about money, it's about living a life of purpose, growth, and contribution. If you take just one of these principles and implement it daily, you'll see profound changes in your life. Imagine the transformation if you apply all of them consistently over time. You'll not only build wealth, but create a life of meaning and impact, just like Andrew Carnegie. Before you go, I want to leave you with a final thought. Carnegie's journey from poverty to becoming one of the wealthiest men in history wasn't about luck or chance. It was about disciplined daily habits that anyone can develop. Success isn't reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to put in the work, focus, and dedication. So why not you? If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us continue creating content like this to inspire more people on their own journeys towards success. And let us know in the comments below, what's one habit you'll start implementing today to build a better future? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember, your success starts with the actions you take every single day.